Welcome back to the channel. Today we want to talk about the Steem Tron merger acquisition. Steemit rather. I'm sorry guys, I had did a video with a great deal of information for you all on this topic, and my video died. It did something crazy. I tried to shoot it right before I was headed out this weekend. And so I got to give you the quick rundown. We may have to come back and do a follow-up video on this, but I'm going to give you a quick rundown, some analysis of what we got from that AMA Justin Sung and Ned Scott did yesterday. So first, I want to take you here to Alexa rankings, Steemit.com. And you're going to see here that Steemit is ranked 14,000. It's been anywhere from the range of 4,000 to 8,000, and you know it's lost some ground there. But it's very important because these rankings to the Steemit platform, when we look at it in comparison of other applications, Steemit is light years ahead of any other application, and 90%, I would say, of the Steem chain is involving blogging, article writing, and upvoting. And Steemit.com clearly does that the best. Now, it has been basically some conversation about Steemit.com is the weak link. The data does not show that. When people acquire platforms in business, they look at Alexa rankings data, the traffic, the actual data, and not the feelings of what's actually going on. So Steemit.com, I'm just going to make this video real short. I would say it's about 90% of the entire Steem blockchain, right? As far as value. Now, if that's true, then that means that the substantiation of the Steem value right now is not very high, right? Now, I want to talk about what exactly we got in the AMA with Justice Sun and Ned Scott, so we can get into that right away. All right, looking at an article here from Firepower on the Steemit.com site. He's showing the, make sure you get over there and visit him, upvote his posts. Firepower. He's showing a climb here of the price of Steem due to what happened with Justin Sun's acquisition of Steemit. But then you see it's starting to fall, drop off here. And a lot of people believe that's due to the uncertainty of the AMA. But I had a different take on the AMA. I think it was very clear as to what the direction of this the Steem Tron union was going. And that is because Ned Scott had already had a plan to make basically Steemit more like Reddit with the subgroups. And he kind of talks about the history of him and Dan Larimer, what he wanted to see with that, the problems with EOS and when Dan went over to do those things. But Ned Scott, from what I could see, had a very clear vision of Steem being this Reddit-like site with the subgroups to bring in people, and then Steem itself being kind of this money, as he spoke about in many interviews, that facilitates that. And that makes a great deal of sense, right? Now, Justice Sun has spent several months with Ned Scott, and they seem very much on par with how they want to do this, and that is basically put a lot of bells and whistles on this Steemit 2.0 that's going to facilitate many of those things. Now, my take on that is that many other applications aren't going to be able to compete with Steemit, and because of the resources of Justice Sun, he's going to have these developers that, many people on the Steem blockchain, that the developers can't afford to create products without funding. Justice Sun has no issue or problem with funding. He's probably going to be able to come in, make the Steemit site look very, very well. And it's going to draw a lot of people, right? But much like his patterns of what he's done with BitTorrent, and he talks about all his acquisitions from the Samsung deal to Opera to Polonia Next. But much like his patterns with that, is at some point he's gonna have to segregate into a Steem Tron token. You know, that is like no other way he could go, because he's gonna have to segregate that value. He understands he has now about 90% of the entire Steem blockchain, right? And to get that confused with the Steem chain and not allow for the Tron Steem union to exist, to have this kind of gateway token swap to one another, I just don't think that's just as soon. So I think I was able to pull enough information from this to understand that this is the direction that just as soon's going to go in with this entire thing. And of course, the problem with this is going to be if you're holding money in Steem and he has this Steem Tron token, right? Because I don't see any other way it can go. Then unless he swaps you, then you're going to have to move your value now into the Steem Tron token, right? There's also a great concern about the witnesses, his great stake, his influence over the witnesses. Some people speculate he could even put in his own people. So in that way, he could have almost full control of the Steem blockchain. Okay, so now we're here on the Steem Engine Marketplace, and I really like to be on the SCOT.today. It's kind of our version of CoinMarketCap. It ranks all of the tokens on Steem. Of course, I'm talking now about kind of the Steem chain's version of a ERC20 token, where you can tokenize projects. And every time I go over there, sometimes I crash. It's a shame, because I really like the site, and I think that's what happened. I did like a 30-minute video and going deeper to the analysis of this, and I know it's happened to many of you videographers, and it's very sucky when it happens, isn't it? So that just happened to me, and I was kind of short on time, so that's why I'm talking so fast, and that's why I'm doing this fast delivery of information, right? So on Steem Engine, I don't crash on this site. So we're basically, just as soon also talked about these other applications like Epics on the Steem blockchain. Now, this is what I term as kind of that 10% of that is not the blogging and articles. This is more set up to be like an Instagram site. And, you know, of course, we got some price spikes. And even in Steem, we got some great price spikes. But I think after the period of uncertainty, it kind of fell back down. But he named some projects like Epics and ActiveFit. And it's possible that, you know, these projects could possibly be part of the Tron ecosystem in the Steemit Tron token. I don't know that information, but I can tell you that Epics is a great product. But you know, due to the condition of the Steem blockchain, the value, the true value, I think, of this project is not being able to flow in like it should, but maybe on Tron it could. But they're doing very well today. I think they're ranked now it's about number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, number 6 on the Steem Engine Marketplace on SCOT today. And also our project, Bitcoin MYK, ranked number 19. So it's doing very, very well. Bitcoin MYK, basically a Bitcoin sidechain deflation token. It's basically, we discovered that a Bitcoin product will work better on the Steem blockchain for the most part. And Bitcoin holders don't pay for it. They acquire it free. And of course, with the fast, free transactions, makes a lot of sense. Quite different from pegs, where you have to actually swap out your value. Don't do it with Bitcoin MYK, you just get token free. It's also a deflationary token, meaning every transaction, it burns tokens against it, right? And that is data that proves that can help with appreciation, although not financial advice, and we don't know exactly what will happen. Some of the data would suggest that. Right. It's also a universal bridge cryptocurrency, right? So it's able to be exposed to many of these other projects, like it's got a version on the Waves platform now. It's going to be on Tron. It's going to be on Bitcoin Cash. It's going to be on Ethereum, and it's going to be on EOS, right? So through its gateway, it's able to give you exposure to many of these other products and chains, and it's doing very, very well. So I would have wished that Just as Soon would have mentioned that. He may not know about it, but It's a great product. And there are some great products. I think they make up about 10% of the chain. But in conclusion, I'll just say this. I think in Ned Scott's vision, along with Justice Soon, Steem was always going to be better used as a money, right, in this Reddit-like situation. And he speaks about that in several interviews because it makes sense. Steem as a money, if we think about it, Steem is fast, it's free. The price is somewhat stable, a lot more than other cryptocurrencies, and it uses a user ID and not a long key, right? So it kind of gives you this PayPal to social media type integration feel. And I think that's going to make sense to a lot of the outside world coming in, trying to identify with cryptocurrency and the like. But that's all I want to say in this video. I'm sorry, guys, you didn't get the full analysis. I spent 30 minutes on that video and then I lost the data. But maybe we'll do some follow-up videos and maybe you can ask questions in the comments section and we can go a little bit deeper into detail about some of the things I said or some of the ideas I was trying to get out about this. But that's all I want to say in this video. If you like content like this, don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time, as always, take care.